Bonsoir les amis, bonsoir à tous, bienvenue dans ce nouvel épisode du TCNSHOW. Aujourd'hui j'ai l'honneur et le plaisir de recevoir quelqu'un de très spécial pour moi. Il nous vient de Gambie, mais de Londres aussi. C'est quelqu'un que vous avez sûrement vu sur les réseaux sociaux. Mais je vous préviens aujourd'hui, c'est full English. C'est-à-dire que l'interview d'aujourd'hui est totalement en anglais. Ceux qui ne comprennent pas l'anglais, allez faire les cours. Hello everybody, welcome to the TCN Show. Today we have a special guest coming straight away from Gambia. A big African man, a proudly African who make all of us proud. I have a pleasure to welcome my big brother Mo Samba. Welcome Mo. Welcome to the TCN Show.
Enchanté.
He tried to speak French, but
I told Issa earlier coming here, when I was young, I was very fluent.
really?
Because Gambia,
Senegal is the same.
all
yeah.
of is, you understand, it was easy. But after when you travel for over 25 plus years and you don't speak no one in
But
French.
this is a good point. I have to ask you first. When Gambians and Senegalese meet,
Speak Wolof.
you speak Wolof. Okay. So Wolof is on the both country, like.
Yeah. Most people that do business in Gambia, doesn't matter whether you're Lebanese, Mauritanian, you speak Wolof first.
Wolof. So you don't have problem of French, English. Now everybody Wolof.
No, everyone speaks Wolof.
And it's
In
easy.
Senegal, you speak Wolof.
Yeah.
It's
easy.
Francophone, but same language.
Nice.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Today we're gonna speak in English. Don't worry, don't worry.
English is better.
It's the full English today. So, like I said, everybody knows Mo Samba.
Not everybody.
Everybody in Africa who make something, who are in the industry, who make the people who make the things know Mo Samba. But we want to know who is Mo Samba. Who is born Mo Samba? Tell us more about you, please. About your story.
It's just the humble servant, man. You know, I think when you study Africa and then you study Black heritage.
So
and
you
Black
born
culture,
where?
In
To start,
Gambia.
in Gambia,
I'm
yeah.
full African, man. I'm Gambian.
Yeah,
The
that's why I
rest-
said the Gambian.
The rest is just accolades, man. Full
Yeah.
Gambian, always gonna go back home to Gambia, fix our continent, fix our country. But we are learning. You know, we are learning how to do it the proper way. Hence why we are out a lot. But I'm in Africa almost every other week. You know, I travel into all the countries. A lot of people say the word Africa, but they don't understand the division of Africa. They don't understand the mapping out of colonialism of Africa. They don't understand I don't want to use certain words, but I rather give you a good interview by telling you the truth.
Yeah.
The jealousy of Africans, you know. Our own continent, doesn't matter whether you're Cameroonian or you're Ivorian or you're Senegalese, because you would think, okay, Francophone Africans should have a very good understanding. But Lusophone Africa does better than Francophone and Anglophone Africa because they come
Yeah.
together.
Come together.
Mozambique, Angola, and all this, they
Angola.
come together. But the first intention wasn't deliberate, it was just strategic, how to divide Africa. It's language barrier. So you put borders on everyone next to each other, don't speak the same language, so you're already creating
Division.
a division.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what a lot of people don't understand, because sometimes it's good to identify the problem before you can find a solution.
Yeah.
So we've identified the problem a long time ago. Me and very young Africans, you don't even remember how you met me.
No, I remember.
Alexander Song
Yeah,
in Cameroon.
in
He said,
Cameroon,
this is
yeah.
my brother, because Alexander
Afcon,
Song, when he
yeah.
was playing at Arsenal, I had a concierge for all the big players.
But
So
Mo, you're going so fast. Let's start. I want to know what's built your personality. Like, how was your life in Africa? How did you start? How was the family life? I want to know exactly what is the value you had when you were a children.
just like a lot of good, lucky Africans, most of us are born in families, but you have the grandfather and the grandmother, you know, grandparent, grandmère,
Yeah.
where they just take you straight away from your parents and say, hey, this is mine, you know, because
Yeah.
you formed a bigger bond. So I got that lucky where I went to a very good English Methodist school. It was actually a Methodist school
Oh.
in Gambia.
It's Christian school, right?
Yeah, in
Methodist,
Gambia,
yeah.
but in Gambia there is no difference. You know, you can be
You be
Catholic,
Catholic or okay.
You just go to school. You know.
Yeah.
And my dad used to drop me, and then my granddad used to pick me up from school. And then I
Okay.
spend the whole time with my granddad, spend the whole time with my whole family.
So you have like a traditional education.
African upbringing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think, I tell everybody, I said the word street smart you don't need it when you come from Africa.
Yeah. That's true.
You don't need to understand the traditional value and traditional beliefs of who you are and who your family is,
Yeah.
The biggest wire and the biggest lesson in the world is how our parents bring us up.
Yeah. So you are in Banjul, the capital. Okay.
I lived in the capital. I built my name from very young. I was campaigning for a lot of things without even understanding what I'm really campaigning for, If you have a problem, it's my problem those days, And I remember I'm an only child from my mom. My dad, I have 4 other siblings, so my mom raised me, really, And I remember all we used to talk about mostly was help people.
And charity. I know how you was very close to your mom.
Yeah, I showed the world, And I feel bad sometimes when people say, "Oh, thank you for what you do for your mom." I'm like, but everyone should be doing the same.
Yeah.
It's culture. They take care of you when you're a baby. When you grow up and become a winner, you should take care of them.
You was very, very close with your mom.
And that's how I do a lot of offering now, orphanage work. I have 5 orphanages now, 4 skill school, and it's not border driven. So it doesn't mean that just because I'm Gambian, my focus is Gambia.
Yeah.
I do more in francophone countries.
So like Senegal,
Sierra Leone.
Oh, Sierra Leone, it's close to you. But they speak English
Uganda,
in Sierra Leone, right?
They speak English.
It's English, yeah.
Uganda,
yeah.
And other countries, even Guinea-Bissau.
Okay.
If you contact me and you say, I need help and I can help, I start. Then obviously we built a lot of foundations.
Yeah. I just launched mine.
Yeah? No worry. Automatically we're in.
Yeah. I just launched mine 1 week ago.
Yeah. So you need to now know what the plan is,
Yeah.
How do you help them now and how do you help them later?
Exactly.
Because when people say luck is given, luck is earned.
Yeah.
If you help poor people, you can't fail. If you help people that are unfortunate, you can't fail. And that's the most important ethic in Mo Samba.
So you have it for your grandfather and your grandmother. That's why I ask you first to know what is built your personality, like the value you got for your.
But my generosity, my dad.
Your dad, okay.
My dad was too crazy. He's still crazy.
He's still alive. He's still there.
Yeah. You give my dad money, he gives it to people before he does anything.
Big up, Baba.
It's like, I am sure a lot of our parents have old school ways, but my dad's old school ways is crazy. This guy just gives everything to people. He thinks they need it more than him, which is fine. And then he will give you the answer when you question it. That's why you get blessings, because I'm doing this. That's why you guys get blessed. Because at the end of the day, I just feel like being loud is why I don't do interviews, because I feel like we still have a lot to give.
A lot to do.
And for us to win, Africa has to win. Doesn't matter whether it's south, north, east, west, or central. Africa has to win for us to one day sit somewhere at the age of 70, 80, inshallah, and said, we helped build this
continent.
We're not trying to do it for people to give us flowers. We're just trying to do it so our grassroots, our kids and our grandkids, I have 2 kids now.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what do I want them to have and own at the age of 25?
Yeah. So my next question is gonna be, when do you move from Gambia and from where? Like
when I finish school.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
19.
Gambia to London. Cold December. December 2000.
This is a true story. You have to tell us.
December 2000, you land in London and then you go to...
In which years? How many years
December
ago?
2000.
2000. 25 years ago. Okay.
27 December 2000, I landed in England.
How you remember the exact date?
You have to remember the exact date because your life changed. Listen, the person you see, if they don't have a story, you'll be boring.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember I went to apply for a job in McDonald's, and my Gambian friend...
So when you arrived, you was there, you going to the family?
For college, for uni.
For college, okay.
But the thing is, I didn't go to family.
Okay.
Because everyone in my family stays with family.
Yeah, I said, no. Want to be alone.
I want to be alone.
Yeah.
So what I never forget is the first day I landed, I got picked up from the airport in Gatwick, and I went to a place called Peckham, Walking Scroft, Peckham. And the house had 10 guys. 5 work day, 5 work nights.
5 work night.
Yeah. So I'm like.
So they just do the
So
shift.
they gave me the bed for the
Yeah,
night. I got there like 4 a.m. They gave me the bed to say, yeah, man, in the morning, one person made breakfast. The afternoon, the guy came and cooked super kanja with this okra soup,
Yeah.
which you guys have, but it's in a different way.
Different way, yeah.
And then I remember the boys, it's all the boys, you know. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be the life. Because I was supposed to start college in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, so you have time to find house, to
everything,
to acclimate.
And then my guy that was supposed to take care of me, his name was Lamin. He picked me up and he took me to his work, and he was there working security the whole day, and I'm just doing whatever I can to keep myself busy the whole day. Then I had my first McDonald's that day, and I was like, man, this is the life.
This is the life,
you know. And then from there,
and
fast forward.
There was cold. You could arrive at the winter time.
It was winter time. Yeah, it
Winter
was
time,
cold.
yeah.
It snowed the next day.
Snowed
the next day.
You young African, the first time to see the snow, like.
You know, but the thing is, that helps you. That helps build you.
Yeah.
Because then you know what you want, huh?
Exactly.
Because I started Googling what's the best places in England, and I saw Hampstead. I said, I'm leaving there.
Okay.
Then my friend and I, we stayed with some Gambians. We built through from there. I went to apply for a job.
Do you have a big community of Gambians in London?
Big community of Gambians. Big community.
So you go straight to London?
Yeah, big community of Gambians. My family all lived in Manchester.
Okay.
My aunt has been in Manchester since the 60s, 70s, you know. But I remember when I went to apply for my first job, McDonald's, they tell you that that's the only job you can get. It's not true. You can get any job you want when you go to these European countries. I don't agree with most of the things. Yeah, because then they're telling you their story. That stops your dream.
Everybody has to play their own story.
That stops your dream.
Exactly.
Me now, when people call me, the amount of people I mentor like how many people? Like, I have 45 staff. I mentored over 100 people in the past 20 years in my orphanages and in my charity places, in the water projects I do, in the people I build their foundations. In what I do, my biggest passion is helping, so we'll come to it soon, but my favorite project is the Seed Project in Senegal. I'm sure you see me post it all the time. Yeah. That's how Basketball Africa was started.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
You know?
I understand.
The guy that built that, the founder, who's my biggest mentor, my biggest attaché, is my guy. I say, this is the African. He's the proudest African. He's Amadou Galofal, and he's the reason why Seed Project's there. And now
Great African,
we're enjoying putting seed all over Africa now. You know, Joachim Noah wants to push in Cameroon, where you come from. So that means automatically you become an ambassador and you become a support structure. And I think that's what we need in our continent, not the Mo Samba and who created him or who created that person.
Yeah. It's the synergy.
How many people you create by coming together, and how many other circles does that 10 create, and how many hundreds, and until it goes infinity. It's not one. Singular doesn't help any growth.
Yeah, we have to build the...
You know? So when people say Mo Samba, they hate the name. Because Mo Samba
That's why we are there, to know the real story.
Mo Samba was this guy that
Samba,
went from a McDonald's, get headhunted by a phone shop called The Link.
Yeah, that's why I will ask you next.
I got headhunted from a McDonald's counter to work in a phone shop.
How it was the job in McDonald's, and then how you move. So you do McDonald's and go to university too? Or
yeah, dude. You study from the office.
Okay.
I get promoted very quickly. Within 3 months, I became a manager. So that means I can sit on a desk.
No way.
Yeah, I was breaking records there. But I was the guy that any manager called to work, I'm available. Because it's either I'm making money or I'm doing nothing.
Because in England, in UK, I think they pay you by weekly.
Those days. 2000,
per
2000, yes, those days.
So it's better to walk, have your money, and then...
If I had the opportunity again now, I would never work like that.
Yeah.
I would have probably mobilized.
It's normal, brother. You just arrive, you have to know, you have to...
No, but now I think education is key for us in Western world.
Yeah, but which one?
Educating people about togetherness and about building an ownership.
The Occidental education, or to build our own education systems?
No, we don't want to go and build anybody's platforms for them. But if you are in somebody else's terrain and somebody else's home, you can work with them. I don't think the whole energy of we own works or the whole energy of playing victim works. No, you know me, I'm always outspoken. I'm
Yeah.
ready to go to war with people. But I feel like telling somebody that you don't have to go work like a slave
Yeah.
is important.
Very.
We are building this. You can be part of what we are building. You can be part of this ecosystem. You can be part of this infrastructure.
Just take
build
your
for
place.
Africa. Because imagine how many of your family members don't even own homes in their own country, but they're trying so hard to pay mortgages in Western world where they'll be paying the mortgage till they die. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Because that story of Prince might not be the story for Mo, but their stories can come together, and one can be the supplier and one can be the buyer.
Yeah.
It's the act of benefiting, you know.
Definitely.
And that's why when people say, "Oh, you are here every time," you see how much I travel. You know where I'm in different countries and places, but if I'm not in those places, I don't learn.
You don't have this mindset.
I don't build my network. And when I built my network was based on people. So when I started running the biggest events in London, start buying venues and owning partnerships and doing the biggest festivals and doing the biggest footballers parties was what I was known for.
Yeah.
But even those footballers didn't know what they wanted.
But what is the next step when you finish all this? After 1 year, you stay at McDonald's or you change?
No,
quickly?
I changed very quickly.
You goes from where?
Oh my God,
I want to
within
know what is the step.
I can't. It's not a fixed step.
Yeah.
It's not a motorway.
Yeah.
It was a road in the villages of Africa, like a baobab
Exactly.
tree. You understand?
Like this.
Most of them, you see the sign and you stop. You see the sign and you stop. Why? Because sometimes God gives you signs. You ignore it the first time, the second time, the third time. But it's like you stop a car, it doesn't stop for you. You stop on another car, and then the car broke down in the bushes, and you have to wait till he fix the tire. You understand?
Understand.
That's not written. You
Got
didn't
you.
foresee it.
Yeah.
It happened. So I got lucky to be headhunted a lot of times by different things. But the clubbing part was because in university, we were next to Ministry of Sound, and I decided to say, you know what?
And you do which one? In London? You're in London.
I stayed in London. I've never left London.
Okay. So you're a London guy.
I moved to Uganda for some projects. I moved to New York for some projects. I moved to LA for some projects. But my home I was in Dubai in 2015.
Yeah.
For projects. But then later I went back to London.
Yeah.
Because you have to go where you're comfortable.
No, exactly.
But when we were doing our water projects, we were in Ghana a lot. We did a lot of wells with Kojo Jones, which is Kojo Jones Foundation. And he was one of my friends from London. And then we did more in Uganda. More projects. Then we did some in Mozambique, Ehiko. Then we did Dan Cates Foundation again, back to Ghana, back to Gambia, back to Senegal, where we went to a lot of poor areas and offering us and actually build them homes where they can have now bedrooms instead of just putting mattress on the floor.
Yeah.
And all this is teachings, you know. I'm learning from people telling me what they need. Because if you live in Europe for that long, you're never going to know what people need. You just want a PlayStation to just play games.
But I think it's all this step, those who build what you have, your mindset, your personality. Because come from Gambia, arriving in London, McDonald's, after you start to do this, all this experience make you be more strong because you know I have to do this. And the next question I have to ask you is, what is for you the biggest move you want? Like the move when you after back you said, okay, this move changed my life.
Events.
But when you finish schools, did you go to be a
I
salary?
was doing events.
Or you direct start the events?
I was doing events. I was doing events straight in the school.
Okay, that's what I want to understand.
And school events built me.
But why events? You love because
I love people.
Okay.
I was playing football. I was an elite student. I was.
You didn't play basketball?
Football.
Okay.
I was a star of the university.
No way.
They made me the president of the football body 3 years in a row. Because it's the first time they ever won anything.
Yeah, okay.
I was scoring goals from the midfield.
But why you didn't try to play
basketball? Wasn't
no
a big
professional.
Thing. No, but the thing is, I think I trialed in a couple of teams, and Arsenal, for example, did a couple of training with them, and everything. But it's not my passion.
It's not your passion.
My passion was when I saw that a civil engineer earned £35,000 a year. I'm like, Dude, I can do that in a week in events. So I
Yeah.
don't understand how that's gonna.
Which type of event you start to do?
Clubs, man, clubs. I was doing
Direct.
student nights, dude. I was doing so many student nights. You would think I've lost my mind. I did one night, charge £5 entry to 1,000 people, and it was full.
It was full, yeah.
And it was so full that the unit said, "You want to do another night?"
So what do? You have everybody in the
I
black
was
community know you?
I was
or-
just the hustler.
Okay.
So I took an office in Oxford Street.
It's one of the nicest, the biggest place.
Biggest. So when I do stuff, I want to do it where everyone thinks is motivating for them.
Yeah.
And then next minute, I had over 25, 30 kids in Fallowfields in University in Manchester doing my same brand night in Manchester.
Yeah.
So I became international very
international, yeah. Inspiration.
quickly. Doing the same parties in Marbella, doing the same parties in Vegas. So during the summer, we do parties in Vegas,
But
Marbella,
with you or everybody just combined?
I brought a lot of people in. Some are still doing well.
Okay.
But you have to know when to call it a stop. You know, you
Yeah.
can't be out there partying and just killing yourself. You understand?
So you build your
Build.
by events. It's the events who make you know all of these people.
Even now that I'm now in Dubai and focused, I'm still gonna do a worldwide event, but it's gonna be African based.
We hope.
You know,
I
think we're still losing as Africans.
Yeah.
We don't still own the biggest festivals. We don't still own.
You have Afro Nation. You have Afro.
It's not owned.
Afro, then
it's
you
not,
have two
it's,
trees.
it's not owned by the continent.
Okay. But
I'm
they
trying
are-
to build something
You
where
are doing outside of country.
when I spoke to, let's say, bro, there is CAF, there is Euro, there is the UEFA,
Yeah.
there is FIFA. What is the FIFA version of Africa? What is the NBA version of
Or
Africa?
Yeah.
What do Africa own? You know, we
For
take
us.
all our gold and we give it to the foreign people and they
Yeah.
put it in their banks and their reserves. We don't even have a reserve. So it's our responsibility
To build that, to do that
not
move,
not to build, to make it
to
happen.
make it happen. Yeah.
What's building? Building takes time.
Yeah.
Let's go just start.
Just start.
Presidents
Even
and
if
all
I
these
didn't
people
finish.
that feel like they are more important than us, they will have to follow.
Yeah.
Because we're starting movements where they can't stop us. So when you ask me what my next goal is, that's my next goal. What's going to be something that Africa owns? What's going to be the biggest manufacturing car company in Africa? What's going to be the biggest airport that Africans can own that can be like DXB? What's the airline that can fly to all African countries? What's the country that would own
A big
the
vision.
biggest? Everything has to be big vision. But the biggest spare part company where you can actually manufacture parts for all Africa.
Africa. Yeah.
Then when do we start borderless Africa? Why do we need to have visas in our continent to go to each other?
This is crazy.
And when are we going to close our continent from the outside world? Because they're just taking from our continent. By the time we wake up, everything is gone out of our continent.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So how do we get away from taking Africa to replenishing Africa? That's my
That's your point.
main vision.
Yeah. So Mo Samba just does, like, we understand, the best events, the nightclub, the sports event. And what is how you decided to change? Because now a lot of people knows you in the sport industry. They show you with the Ep1, FIFA games, NBA ball game. Did you change from event maker to a business entrepreneurship in the sports?
Through the concierge company, you know. So
Okay, so you build a
Mo Samba was built out of the UK. Mo Samba is 14 years old in January.
Oh yeah, I remember Mo Samba group.
He's 14 years old in January.
Yeah.
And now it's AMX group.
14 years
Yeah, 14 years.
old.
Yes.
So 2011 you built it.
Yes.
Oh, crazy.
2010 we started,
2010.
2011 we rolled it out. And only because all my clients were asking me for things I can do.
There was a concierge company officially based in London.
It's a concierge company.
You are alone to build it?
It's just me.
The ideas, how you got the ideas to do
Because I was fixing everybody else's problem, but then when clients start asking me about, can you organize jets? Can you organize weddings? Can you organize this? I'm like, well, it's the same network. So what I did was build a network of 50 partners.
that? In London?
Yeah.
Oh,
London,
in all
London, New
UK.
York, Vegas. London,
Vegas.
New York, Vegas. Dubai. In 2014, we started Dubai. And it was just one-stop shop. It's like if you call me and say, Mo, my daughter's getting married. It's 300 people. We're going to need jets to get people out of here. We're going to need this sorted. We're going to need that sorted. We're going to need this sorted. I had a partner to call for everything.
So you starting like this, and you work with everybody, or you have a target like a black community?
In the beginning, you
in the
walk.
beginning,
You see, the people that fail is people that do that whole. No, I'm only working with certain communities. Those communities don't
just
work
to
like
understand, just to the people.
No. I always opened everything. My market was wide open, and the saddest thing is, your own black people are the ones that don't give you business.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the truth.
In everywhere.
Your own people don't want to give you no business.
No business.
And guess what?
They just need
when
to
you
be
do
free.
the biggest brands and the biggest thing, then your people call you and act like they're your friends.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that this is your event. We couldn't go to it. Yeah, go to the door and buy a ticket and go to everybody else.
You need some free tickets.
That's all we do.
Yeah.
Free. It's like we don't want, if you have an event, I feel like, oh, because I know you, I shouldn't pay. But that's the mindset that needs to die quickly, because when we start doing, let's say, I'll just give you a hint. A festival, because people understand the word festivals.
Now.
But when we do the All Africa Cup, where there's going to be athletics, there's going to be football tournaments, all ages, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all countries.
Of Africa.
All African Cup.
Yeah.
All ages, all sports, all disciplines. Everyone's going to be admired. Everyone's going to be appreciated. Everyone's going to be a winner. Exactly. And we do this where it's a school holiday.
Yeah.
So no one can go to school. So imagine for 1 month.
You have to choose the right way for the weather.
It's not the way. You see, when
the right time, sorry.
But the right time we would get to. But you see, you said you are in this. We were very, very included in the World Cup in Qatar. We were working like mad people, doing a lot of experiences and stuff. And I learned from that. That's when I learned that in Africa, you don't all need to be in one country. You can be in the whole continent. If you look at the ball now, it's growing.
Yeah, let's talk about it. How this IG start to be like? Amadou. Big up to him. Big guy.
Amadou.
And we saw you are very close. Like
he's my big brother. He's my guy.
And can we talk about how you build it, or no, or only how it comes to the dream? Because I think the first thing there was a dream, and then it become a reality.
But when you watch the NBA, they don't dream.
No, to have an African league.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But when you watch the NBA, they don't dream.
Say understanding the dream about it.
No, they don't dream. Amadou has visions. And when he was doing this, and when he started,
he was in NBA in USA before.
He was the president of Dallas Mavs.
That's why we have to know that. Okay, we have to know that.
No, one day you will get him and you will know that.
Yeah,
he left. He came to Africa to build NBA Africa office. Ran it for a couple of years.
Why, in Senegal?
South Africa.
South Africa, okay.
Ran it for a couple of years. Next minute, they start developing ideas of how to work best with FIBA. And then from there, competition start happening. The first one happened in COVID. So we did a bubble in Rwanda.
In 2020.
They made it happen. So the visionary that makes everything happen is Amadou. So when we want to ever create something for Africa, that's the first person.
One of the person.
Because everything he does wins.
Because
sometimes
he has a vision.
Winners.
Yeah.
But no.
And he have expertise.
Expertise. When you saw me in the...
You know how to do.
Most of the tournaments, you're there and he's there and other people are there is to support.
Yeah.
Like now, Bal is year 6.
Yeah.
Year 6. But a lot
and it start to be more every year it's growing.
It's gonna grow every year. But now imagine if Africans were so alert that we can start having small competitions in basketball and football and volleyball and basketball in every continent. West Africa can have their own subcontinents, South Africa can have. And then at the end of the year in December, 1 week you bring all those winning teams to play finals in one country. We just need to know how to cook.
To cook it and to fix
better,
it. Yeah.
And how to invest in it better. Because if you're a kid in Uganda and you know that you can go trial in Uganda for football or basketball, you will go. So how many stars has the continent lost?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Because the main structure of that league is the team.
The team.
There is entertainment. There is good competition.
Good competition and
there
good
is high level coaching and refereeing.
and infrastructure.
Infrastructure. Now, arenas are being built in Africa, right?
I saw,
So, you guys don't have that problem. You have like 8 stadiums in your country. So when
Yeah, but
AFCON was happening, it was so quick. But now,
it's
how do we get the
football.
whole
We have
continent
to-
to have arenas?
It's football, but we have Palais des Sports in Yaoundé too. It's 5,000, but we can do
Very
something.
old.
Yeah, it's old. Yeah, but it's good.
No, but
to
that's what I
start.
mean. But
It's not-
imagine when
yeah,
they
yeah.
built it, if that's like Kagame built a whole arena in 8 months, bro.
Because Kagame have a vision for our country.
In 8 months.
Yeah.
Next minute, Amahoro Stadium, done. Like everything this guy does is done.
Yeah.
So imagine if we had another 10.
But I saw in Congo right now, they start to build an
I know,
arena.
but
so-
10, 15 presidents like him will be moving faster.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the difference. If I
in
don't
Senegal,
know.
I think that's
Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
Arenas, stadiums, everything is done.
Yeah.
But they have the Junior Olympic this year.
Oh, nice.
So I wish all the next year actually 26, but it's supposed to be during the COVID time. I mean, imagine now if all the presidents come for that event in Senegal, and then they have their own instead of going to NGAs and wasting money. Imagine if they go to
And
the
the
Olympics in Senegal
And the standard are very high.
and push everything they have. Every country bring everyone to compete. Whether you can swim or you can do 100 meters and every 9 seconds, 10 minutes, whatever. Come and participate. Imagine if Africa makes that as a marketing and say, okay, Prince and Mo now come and say, okay, Africa 2030
2030.
for our All-African Cup. Raising is easy now.
Yeah.
I think $300 to $400 million. I don't even want to use dollars. let's look for our own currencies in Africa where we can raise
Which
that
one?
much
The
value.
rands?
Something that we can raise and build. Every country that doesn't have a swimming pool, raise Olympic swimming pool, we build 5. Basketball courts should have minimum 10.
10.
Just have a charter, and then you be
Depending
surprised.
about the size of the country.
Listen.
The country.
I would even call most of these tournaments big name African historians, So
Yeah.
the games that are happening in Ghana can be called the Kofi Annan games,
Understood.
Charles Taylor games. You understand? Let's bring back our legacies and our
Legacy,
names.
yeah.
And you'll be surprised. Once you believe it, everybody else believes it. Then we don't need to look outside anywhere. We will just keep our content busy.
And to be
come
focused.
Or don't come, we don't care. Give us TV rights or not, we will stream.
Yeah.
Thank God we have access to everything. And that's how we win.
And we are 1 billion people too, so the market is here.
1 billion is there, but the 1 billion, how many of them are illiterate? Not much of them. So we'll save the number of how many and take the number of people who are willing. And then the people who are willing can then now go and tell the story.
Yeah. So the NBA ball, try to take some talents in everywhere. Did you have a camp you want to do?
Oh, they do camps.
They do,
Listen,
yes.
boy, come on, man. The junior NBA has been in Africa now also since 2012. Huh?
Yeah.
NBA Academy 2012. So this has all been since.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
do you want to build an academy like in
They're
the
gonna,
fixed country?
yeah,
or
they're
no?
gonna put it this way. Now, I think is the time for everyone with resource
Yeah.
to do that.
Because in Senegal, I saw they have a lot of infrastructure.
Yeah, but
in Congo, you have some
infrastructure was because the NBA
people who
Academy
try
was
to
there.
do-
But I think if you want to just learn from their model, anyone in Africa can build because NBA Academy partners everybody.
Yeah.
So as long as you have the resource and infrastructure and you have the ground, they can come and build courts straight away. Like every time there is a ball in Rwanda, there was a court opening. South Africa, everywhere there is a tournament or everywhere there is a camp, they build courts.
The build court, yeah.
So they're doing their part. But
Understood.
now we need to focus on Africa's part.
Yeah. Thank you, Mo. Thank you for this really good explanation. But, Mo Samba is not only in basketball. We saw you in football events. We saw you
I'm
with
an advocate of all sports.
We
man.
saw you on how you start to be close, because we saw you are so close with a lot of big professional footballers.
All from the concierge.
All from the concierge. And how the business of concierge work? Because now
Now
I know that
now there is too many concierge.
it's not a secret. We work a lot with Burna Boy.
Yeah, but that's just travel and logistics.
Yeah. How you build this company, and how did you do a lot of serious people, a lot of serious organization trust you? Because I know.
Because I don't sit on interviews and talk about it. My biggest energy is privacy, and that's what I tell people. When
Yeah.
you're private, Prince will call you for everything because
Yeah.
you're private. The reason why they have success is because the mom built a very strong weapon, family.
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
success is not only a great artist,
Mm-hmm.
but he knows that everything else
She
is
got it.
sorted.
Yeah. She got her back.
Everything else. So when your sister is your stage manager, your mom is your business manager, and you just have to go and sing and
Do the best.
do your
Give
campaign
the best you can give.
and give back. But can
Yeah.
you imagine? He give back a lot.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of. He's built an academy. He's going to places. So imagine that's your only job. Go give back.
Yeah.
We have you.
We have you. We're doing everything.
And there's a lot of players doing the same thing. Wilfred
Yeah.
Zaha doing the
Okay.
same thing. Zaha Foundation.
Yeah.
His orphanage
Exactly.
in Ivory Coast, in Daloa. And there's so many other players I can name that give back, that do a lot. But their privacy should be respected.
Respected. Yeah.
Not all of them are very good with cams and TVs and everything.
Exactly.
But my Josie Altido, Regina Daniels, these were the first people that gave me a platform to build something for a foundation. This was about 2015, 2014, where they said, Mo, we want to launch our brand,
Yeah.
the Jose Altido Foundation. They gave me everything to do. And he had a publicist. That's when I even know there was a word called publicist, somebody that comes and push everything. Now you call it influencers. But imagine if Prince has all those pillars,
Yeah.
this podcast will be on CNN.
It's my next step, maybe. So I want to ask you, is Mo Samba group, the concierge team, did you only do, we rent a private jet, or do you do something else?
So now there is commodity side,
Yeah.
and there's
And I know
private
you
equity side.
You work with AFCON. This guy work with CAF, I know
Yeah,
him.
but-
I saw him in Cameroon. I say, who's this guy? Everybody say, Mo.
That was
And-
just to make sure that the teams have all they need really.
All the,
The structure works, and Patrick Mosepe obviously he doesn't need money, so he can run the organization very well. But their structure works now because it's intertwined. So he's not just thinking Africa; he's thinking brand CAF. They had a showcase in London just 3 weeks ago, and you see how many people showed up to that.
Yeah.
People are I just feel like every organization and every group in Africa can successfully deploy their charter and their targets as long as people take responsibility. Accountability is one thing that we don't have very well. We haven't matched it, and we haven't perfected it in our continent. But when we do the Best of Africa Awards in England, the reason why we go high up, and you can watch the videos and see the levels and the people that come and win awards, is because it's for Africa.
It's for Africa.
We're telling the story for Africa in
Africa.
Europe.
Yeah.
In Europe. We've done one only in Africa, in your country.
Yeah, in Cameroon. Yeah.
But we did all those things so people can come and do it.
Exactly.
We're not doing something to say we own the right. No. Everything we do is for everybody else that feels the need to come and do it.
Yeah.
Because Ghana was very big in the diaspora when people were going Ghana Christmas, dirty
It's
December.
crowded, yeah.
And guess what? Nigeria last year, everyone went to Nigeria. You understand?
Even the US people, the US stars, everybody.
It's money.
Yeah.
So Mo Samba's main ethos was, we don't ask you if you need anything.
Yeah.
You ask Mo what you need, then he will try source.
Yeah.
And that's never going to change. That's the model I live by.
Yeah. So it's more easy for you right now.
Yeah, like we're launching our watch division in Dubai, so we're actually going to have a showroom.
That's why it's the next part. The next question I will ask you is, Now we see you a lot in Dubai, in UAE, the place we can call home.
For sure.
And
Sure.
why UAE and why you chose UAE?
Boy, expansion. For
Yeah.
expansion and family. My kids
And
go
what
to
is the
school here.
opportunities for a proudly African man like you who does business in this level, because you are is in the big level?
The respect.
Why you choose? What is the respect?
Yeah. I'm Muslim.
Yeah, first.
And I'm respected here for religion. My kids are young and up and coming, and the life and the patience and the education in Europe, it's there. But guess what? It's created here too. So you get all in one front. I can fly anywhere,
Anywhere, exactly,
here,
from Dubai. Yeah.
especially to African countries where I'm going to be focusing now for the next 5 years, only African interest. But then my commodity sector in my businesses is more of a platform here because they have a commodity sector with the DMCC. My friend Ahmed bin Sulaim is the one that's piloting that. And so the business works, the expansion works because we really going to focus more into oil and gas and commodity here in Dubai.
Yeah, in UAE. Yeah.
And my kids go to school here, the Scandinavian school, and they like the school every day because they pile them up with so much stuff to do that by the time they get home, they're tired.
Yeah, one of the reason I made this podcast here in Dubai, because I'm here between since 3 years, is to promote our people. Because in Africa, in some part of the world, the people thinks that all the Africans who live in Dubai they are waiters, they are security guys.
Yeah.
They don't know that we have some Africans like you, like me, like some others, who built this country.
And
make some business.
An African doesn't motivate an African.
That's why I do this podcast to showcase the people from Africa who do something.
I'm just gonna tell you, is my brother's here. He would tell you the same thing. You can only keep trying and not hope that they listen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one day God will make them listen. But they look up to other cultures and other people more than their
own.
They would rather not even be seen on their own.
Yeah.
And this is not a joke. This is actually our biggest problem.
Exactly.
It's not celebrating and not being happy for another person's success. For example, you were asking why Dubai. Now, I'm building my business in a way that my wife can run all the luxury sites because she likes luxury. So now anything to watch divisions, jets, and stuff, she will handle.
Yeah.
And then my office can handle the rest.
I just saw your picture in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, so this is her
Formula
first F1.
Yes,
she was there.
F1, yeah.
Even though she doesn't like it. She tries to see these things, but in the moment it gets there, she doesn't like it. It's like, what did she want? She wanted to see the NBA All-Star. Boom. She didn't like it. Bal, South Africa. Okay. You see?
Just like this
but
one.
F1, she liked it. And the NBA All-Star in San Fran,
because
wow.
it's different.
No,
and I think
but
F1
that's what we should learn from.
It's more about networking, I think. And you see amazing people there. I saw all African wealth movement people was there from this. The stars, the football player, the businessman.
And now Kagame wants to bring F1 to Rwanda,
It's
but also Tinubu wants to bring. Nothing's difficult for Rwanda.
Yeah,
Nothing. They would listen if they do F1. It will be the best F1.
No way.
What's the most important?
They cannot be best than Abu Dhabi.
What's the most important thing you go for when you travel anywhere?
Yeah.
What? The most important thing, the most important ingredient that makes you want to travel somewhere.
The spirit, the history,
Safety.
the energy, the safety. Then.
Safety.
But that's why I say it's anybody. Is safety, bro.
Have you ever been to Bal in Rwanda?
No.
Okay. Everything is 100%.
Really?
5-star hotels, food, logistics, movement, setup, structure, everything.
No, I know Kigali is very...
Ambience, last year, Senegal won. Only because Senegal is finally appreciated and accepted that is one of them.
Yeah, Amadou, yeah.
But the ball in Senegal, bro, everyone was there. Fali Poupa, all these guys, everyone came.
Yeah, but the now is to bring the world there.
Okay. That is the next.
That is the next
stage.
step. Yeah.
Even I don't know how to bring the world there. But if you're doing podcasts like this and like kind of encouraging audiences that know how to support the continent and what to do for the continent, that's one step.
Yeah.
But bringing good investments and good energy direction towards the continent is another thing.
Yeah.
Don't bring an investor that's only interested in taking.
Yeah. They have to give back again. Yeah.
People don't even like to pay taxes for Africa. I know a lot of investors that go, why am I paying these rates? Because that's what the country is asking for. And then they get pissed off.
Yeah. What is the next ball? What is going to be in Kigali again next year?
Morocco, Kigali, and other countries. I think they're going to expand more now, more times. But the website is clear.
But the F1, if the F1 have to come to Africa, you think it's better to be in Kigali or South Africa?
Well, South Africa haven't asked
because
to host
they have
it.
infrastructure.
But they haven't asked to host it.
Yeah.
Sometimes having infrastructure is the.
But they don't have safety.
Nothing.
They don't have safety. Yeah.
It means nothing.
No.
Infrastructure is nothing. The most important thing is belief. Believe. Before I do anything, I have to believe that I can achieve. What's the point of wasting 2 years of your life when you cannot achieve anything?
Yeah.
It's like choosing a business partner, right? They have to do what you are not good at.
Yeah, exactly.
So you handle X, they handle Y.
Yeah.
If otherwise, what's the point of a business? So that's why I said soon you'll see. I play golf, right? So now what do you think I'm doing?
I will talk about it too.
But what do you think I'm doing? Because I like the sport, now I'm playing golf. Why did I play golf? Because of COVID in England, you can only go to a golf course.
I say, who's this African guy who come from Dubai? He left everything. He doesn't go to club. He doesn't.
No.
Why, Mo, 7 a.m. you call Mo, I'm going to golf, man.
Yeah. But you'll be surprised. That
How
7
do you have
a.m.
this
That
passion?
7 a.m. for 4 hours, you meet different people
Yeah.
and you learn from them.
Definitely I have to join you in golf now.
Yeah.
Now I join you in Amex so I can go with you in golf. I will come to your concierge
You
have to bring me
You
to
have
play
to
golf.
understand, when you go to play golf, everybody you meet is different.
Yeah.
In Dubai, it's random. So they put 4 people to play, 4 ball.
Okay.
So if you register just so you're on Prince, it means the next guys you're going to play with is the first time you meet them.
Yeah. And can you create a real networking with that people? You can, or everybody's
I think the failure.
I have my money. I don't know
the failure of networks is built by people thinking it's about wealth. Networking is not about wealth. Networking is about building something where you can play your part, I can play my part, the next 10, 15, 20 people can play their parts, and then we can have something successful.
Yeah.
A successful project.
No, but to know the people, to talk about something.
Knowing is the only, listen, if you ask me what my transition is, knowing people is what I run away from now.
Yeah, no, the people who you can do a bridge to do something for our continent.
But you wouldn't even know.
Yeah, it's real.
Because imagine if you have to meet 1,000 people, what are you going to do with 1,000?
Yeah.
I'd rather meet 10.
Only one.
So now when I meet people, it's just to meet you, enjoy the time we have in golf, shake hands, move on.
Yeah.
If you are in the same wavelength of what I'm doing, then your number will exchange and we'll have another dinner and see if there is ever going to be anything. If not, move on.
Yeah.
We don't have time
and
to
the
be...
time is so fast here in
No,
Dubai. So.
it's not... You, like I said, everything I told you about development and about the next Africa being the biggest part of the world now where you can build, because Africa is the only place where things are back. They call us the third world, right?
Yeah.
So imagine, that means we can go to the fourth world because we can build everything. So that means there's opportunity for business.
Yeah. But
because we have to build.
I think we have to create an African identity, an African culture, an African mentality, like I try to do. Like when someone look this podcast, when they show me this is an African guy.
No, yeah. But you
understand my point?
Yeah.
And he has to build it in everything, in sport, in business.
So let me make you laugh. How many people in the world do you think know Africa has countries?
Because we don't speak more about Africa, that's why.
No, because we are in places where they block anything that shows that Africa is actually a good place to go to. Have you seen a narrative when people actually want to sell Africa.
That's
it
why
gets
I made
blocked.
this podcast to show another face of Africa.
Do you think your Instagram goes to all the parts of the world? It gets blocked by cookies.
Yeah.
So if we want to do winning, all we have to do is showcase ourselves better by doing the best we can in our continent for our continent whilst we are here.
Yeah. To build the real African unity.
Bruv, even if you say right now, I'm going to do every New Year's Eve in Cameroon, just do it. People will come. People want to go anywhere in the world. What do people go do in Dubai? It's because they want to come and see the fireworks.
Yeah.
You know, so how many million people do you think can travel to Cameroon that are not in Cameroon right now? Because they don't know that they can do anything right there. They're all good for family.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so all we have to do is just believe. Trust me. If we all believe, our continent will be fixed so quickly you won't understand. It will be fixed quicker than Burkina Faso. Because we just have to understand how to produce. We're not producing much. So I'm looking into that as well. So part of my AMS group here in Dubai is studying the continent and studying production and studying trades, FMCG, that I want to launch in 2027.
Thank you.
Where I have a network where all countries connect to buy. If Cameroon selling tomatoes, other countries in Africa should be able to buy from Cameroon.
To create an own market, like intra-African market.
We should have had inter-African market so long ago.
You have to do that.
But we just have to understand it comes with work.
Yeah.
If you see how China's winning, they work.
Yeah, a lot. Thank you, Mo. It's gonna be soon the end of this podcast. I told you 1 hour is not enough to talk about you. You have so many things to say.
We can talk in private.
But I want you to give an advice for the next generation. We will look at you. If you can just look your camera and speak with the next generation of Africans to the way to build our continent.
To build, find something you love and do it. Because if you don't love something, you're not going to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, you can't develop it. So find something you love, or find somebody that motivates you, or somebody that's your idol, or somebody that you think, if you're like him, you can emulate and be a big example, a big success story for our continent, and just do it. The rest is there. Once you find what you love and you start going on that path, the rest will follow. It's very easy. Simple system, plug and play. Thank you.
Thank you, Mo Samba. Thank you so much. I hope you were gonna come back again. I hope you're gonna bring
for sure.
All the
but
NBA
now I'm never coming back. But I'll bring you the people that can tell us stories. People that feel comfortable.
The other people, thank you to watching us.
We need to stay undercover.
Just share, just like, comments. This is TCN Show. We are together. Merci d'avoir regardé notre émission et à très bientôt.
Thank you.
Omblema.